Hey Scorpio, thanks for visiting. This is your reading for March the 12th, I know, to March the 17th. And as I always ask you, if you like this reading, please like, subscribe, or leave a comment. If you'd like to, you don't have to, I don't mind. I'm just happy for you to listen if you want to. And I'm just going to start your reading right now and get this out as quickly as I can for you. The first card you have for your past is the King of Swords. So, yeah, there's some judging, I think, going on in this card. I mean, look how serious his face is. He's very serious. It's like, I am going to judge this logically. That's what I'm seeing this man's doing, this king. So I think you might have been judging a situation that was in front of you. And I think you had a really clear head about this. You had a very logical head about this. And I think that's how you had to view a situation. I think you were kind of thinking to yourself, no, I can't let my emotions come into this. I have to really use my logic. And my apologies for my croaky voice as well. I'm a little bit tired, but anyway, here I am. So, yeah, I think someone might have been trying to convince you to do something for them, or do something, or to believe them. Now, I think this is a very, very persuasive person. I'm actually seeing someone who sort of knows exactly what to say. But I think when you thought about their past actions, it really didn't match up with what they were saying. So you're like, no, I don't believe you, or it was something like that. So I think they did try to bring some emotion into this, because I think they knew that, you know, if they just told you the facts of the situation, it wouldn't be believable. So they were trying to bring emotion. Oh, poor me. I've had this terrible time. This has happened. You know, I thought you really cared about me. All of that kind of thing I'm seeing. A lot of manipulative kind of behavior I'm seeing, actually. Now, I think they might have convinced you to say yes to them before, one time before. I am seeing a favour that you might have done for them. But this was bigger than just a favour, actually. I think you did something very big for this person. And I think you might still have an uneasy feeling about that. You know, when you think about this thing you did for them, I think when you look back, you think, oh, I don't know if I really should have done that. It's that kind of feeling. So, yeah, you're not going to be, or you weren't, sorry, this is in your past, you weren't convinced, you were not convinced. And I think, yeah, I think they are still trying to convince you now. That's why I was seeing this happening now as well. So I think they're still trying to do this to you. And, you know, I think the reason why they're coming back to you again and again and asking you is because you did say yes to them before. And they're thinking, well, they said yes before, I can use the same kind of tactics again, and I'll get the same result with them again. That's what I'm seeing. But, you know, I don't think you will say yes to them this time. I think you're just going to say no. And also, I think maybe this is someone you used to have feelings for. I don't know whether this is romantic feelings or just you really cared about them. It might not be romantic, but it's something that you had certain caring feelings toward this person before in the past when you said yes, but now you feel quite differently about this person. So I hope that all makes sense. So the next card you have for your past is the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so obviously this is a fantastic card. I love this card. So I think this is about you, and this is about you being able to start again, believing that you can start again. I'm just looking at the blank background on this card. You know, there aren't any clouds, there aren't any birds or anything. It's not like a sky. The aces are like that. They're not like a normal sky that you see on the other cards. It's like a blank slate, and that's what I'm seeing on this card. It's kind of a, you know, a blank slate that's kind of there for you to fill. I think you left an old situation, an old relationship. And of course, you know, when you were going through this in the beginning, it was quite painful. Of course, it was painful. But I think after having gone through all of that turmoil, I think then you came to some time when you suddenly saw, you know, there are opportunities there. Instead of a loss, instead of, oh, you know, this is terrible, you saw this blank slate and you saw the opportunities that you could put on there. So it was like your focus was on the future in this card instead of on the past, which is what this card's about. It's about possibilities. It's about seeing the possibilities and moving forward and coming to some fantastic things because of that. So I think there are a lot of things that you realize you're able to do that maybe you were never able to do around this ex or this person. I'm actually seeing not hiding things, but putting things out of sight maybe of this ex, because you just didn't want to hear what they had to say about these things. I think they were quite opinionated about a lot of things, and they might have been opinionated about a lot of things that you did. And I don't think you realised how much this whole kind of atmosphere that was around you had affected you until you actually came out of that. You got to the, and until you got to the stage that I'm seeing here. And I think you might still even be a bit affected by this now. I think you might even find yourself by yourself and thinking, oh, I won't have that out on the table because what will people think of me, or I just have this bad feeling, so I'll hide it away. That's what I'm seeing. But you are going to gradually grow out of that, because I think you're going to be starting something new, something creative. You have this beautiful clean slate, and it's yours. It's nobody else's. It's no one else's. It's yours, only yours. So I think you were going to fill this with something that you've been wanting to do for a long, long time. Again, something creative. I keep on seeing that, and I'm also seeing something that might put a lot of eyes on you as well. So it might be something around teaching. It might have, people might be watching you for some reason, listening to you. So, please do this. Please start this. If you haven't already, start this thing, because this is going to be really a big thing for you, an important thing for you. And I think it's also going to be a part of the new you, your new identity, if that makes sense. This is the Ace of Pentacles, so this is something huge in your life. So start this thing. Definitely start if you haven't already. And if you have started, keep on pursuing it. Keep on pushing forward with this thing. This is going to lead to something really fantastic, and it's going to be a huge part of your identity. That's what I'm seeing. Now, if you're still single as well, anyone new that comes along to you from this point on, after you start this thing, they're going to have to fit in with you, not the other way round. And that might sound a bit conceited, but I don't mean it to be. It's like, instead of following along, which is what you've been doing, it's time for people to follow you. It's time for people to follow you. That's what I'm seeing in that card. So yeah, the last card you have your past is the Two of Wands. So yeah, this clean slate, what on earth is that? I don't know what that is. I think it's World War III on my doorstep. Anyway, I'm not going to complain about the noise. I'm sorry. So yeah, this man is looking out to his future. He's saying, look at all the possibilities I have in front of me. I've got the world in my hands. I can do just about anything. I'm ready to go. So this is you ready to move forward with this thing that you were thinking about doing. Now, I am still seeing in this card, there's a wand behind this man, and it's kind of bolted. I'll lift it up so you can see it. So yeah, it's bolted to the wall or whatever that is. So this is like this shadow that's kind of still behind you, even though you're looking forward. And I think this might be this person in the King of Swords, and I don't think they're going to stop trying to convince you. I think that's what this shadow behind you is. So they're going to keep on hanging around. I think they're going to keep on asking you. I can really feel your instincts almost hurting with this negativity around this. You don't want to do this. So again, I'm seeing a great, big, huge no coming from you. No, no, no. But I'm seeing them still pushing this. You might even end up having to block them if they keep on going in this road, down this road with you. This is making me a bit angry, actually. It's not just the noise that's making me angry, it's this person. They're a bit arrogant, actually. I'm just getting this feeling that, I think they're really arrogant, and they just think you're going to come back and you're just going to cave in. It's this feeling that they have of, oh, if I keep pushing them, eventually they'll say yes, so just keep on trying. They're really sure about themselves, but they're deluded. They are deluded, because if this is all resonating with you, I'm so sorry about that noise. Go away. No, it's not going to go away. But I'm not going to, I don't edit these readings, I don't do anything. I just go from the start to finish, and I say what I see. That's what I do. So I'm just going to keep going. I'm really sorry. So yeah, they're going to keep on trying and trying and trying, but you know, the answer's no. The answer is no. You're just going to say no. You know, I wish they'd ask me. I'd tell them something, I really would, especially when I'm in this mood with this noise. You know, come on, get them to ask me. So yeah, the first card you have for your present is the Moon. So yeah, again, this can be about, you know, this can be about illusions, delusions, and all of that thing. It can be about secrets as well. This person is absolutely deluded. They're going to keep on asking you. You're going to keep on saying no. And this is why you have instincts, and your instincts are telling you to say no. And your instincts are like a map. That's what they are. They are a map. They show you, you know, where to go. They show you what to avoid. They show you who to avoid and who to gravitate toward. That is your map. So always follow your instincts, and I think that's what you're doing anyway. So I keep on seeing this person coming back again and again, trying to persuade you. What they're like is, you know, you're like this lobster coming up this path, you're trying to get to where you're going, you know what you're doing, and they're like these horrible, this dog and this wolf kind of howling at you, please, 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 please do this, do what I say yes, and you're just like, oh, I have to go past this noise. It's driving me crazy, but you know what? I'm going up this path. I'm going to get past them. I'm going to get up to this top of this hill. I'm not going to stop and do what they want. That's what I'm seeing in that card. And, you know, I want to get away from them myself. I don't want to be nagged by this person. But yeah, get away from this if you're not already. You might have to block them if they keep on going. You know, if you've said everything you need to say to them, that's it. There's nothing more to say. And I'm getting this feeling that they're trying to keep you engaged in a conversation, any conversation about anything at all, just so that they can try to talk you around. So yeah, get away. That's what your instincts are saying. Please follow them. The next card you have for your present is the Page of Wands. So I think there might be some new love coming in for you, actually, if you're a single person. But I don't think this is going to be a proper relationship. I'm sorry to say, but you might not be ready for one anyway. You know, it might just be, you know, a crush that someone has on you. Someone might be, you know, flirting with you or something like that. I think this is something that probably won't get very far, and I think it's because of you. You know, they might be a bit younger than you, but not necessarily in age. I think this is more about maturity, or, you know, a lack of maturity on their part. They're not a bad person, they're a fun person, they're a funny person, but you know, you're just very different people, I think, in terms of attitudes. I mean, you're a fun person as well, but I think they're just a little bit, they're not right for you. There's something that isn't quite right for you. So, you know, I think you're going to be the one that puts an end to this thing. You might have a bit of fun, and that's fine, and they might as well. That's absolutely fine. You know, I think you know that this isn't, it doesn't really have a point. It's not going to lead to anything substantial. And I think, you know, you'll both move on quickly after this is over. I think this person might even be around your workplace. But, you know, if this is resonating, don't worry about any kind of fallout from that. I'm not seeing any awkwardness around the workplace after this, because I know workplace relationships and whatever can have a lot of problems. You know, it's a huge minefield usually, but I'm not seeing that around this. I think you'll just kind of go your separate ways, and you'll probably just talk as normal colleagues after this. I don't think there's any problem. That can happen as well. I mean, there are a lot of negatives about workplace relationships, but you know, some of them work. I mean, they're all different kinds of scenarios that can happen. And this is one that I'm seeing here. So, you know, there's no stress around this. So yeah, the last card you have for your present is the Three of Wands. I think that, yeah, I'm seeing some love again in this card again, but I think, you know, in the time between when you separated from this ex and now, there might have been one, maybe even two people who you were seeing, maybe casually, just to kind of see how you go with someone. But I'm seeing one specific person who you might have had maybe a short relationship with, or maybe a casual relationship. It was definitely something that wasn't a long-term relationship at all. It was very, very short or casual. But I think this person didn't treat you very well. I don't think you were super hurt by the way they treated you because it was only short. But obviously it didn't feel very good when this happened. I think this person might have even ghosted you. Now, of course, that doesn't feel good. It really feels horrible when someone does that to you because it's a huge lack of respect. I mean, if they're not happy with seeing you again, all they need to do is call you or give you a short message and say, look, I like you, I just don't think this is working, I just want to move forward. You know, some little thing like that would have been more respectful. But that's not what they did. But yeah, it hurt you, but I don't think it impacted you anywhere near anything you felt around this ex and the separation around that. But I am actually seeing this person regretting this. They're regretting the way that they treated you. I think they might have expected you to come running back to them, chasing them, but you didn't do that. You didn't do that. You just said, well, if they're not going to respect me, I'm not going to bother talking to them. Goodbye. You know, you have a few people around you who expect you to just kind of run after them and do whatever they say and do things for them. But I don't think any of these people realise how strong you are and what you've been through. You've been through worse, I think, than any of these people could even imagine. And the answer to anyone who wants to treat you like this is no. Again, I'm seeing this great, big, fat, red no. You have a big red no above your head. This is the no reading. This is the no reading. This person's thinking about you. They definitely are. And they might be watching you as well, maybe on social media. You probably look good as well, so that's why they're looking at you. I think they're in two minds about contacting you, and they're probably just looking at you just to see, you know, whether you're with someone else or whatever you're doing. They might be just kind of testing the waters to see whether they're ready to jump in and kind of connect with you again. But I think, you know, I think if they do jump in, you're going to pull out the plug. You're going to pull out the plug and there won't be any water there and they're going to fall on their face. That sounds terrible, but I just saw that. I just saw them jumping into this big swimming pool. Oh, I'm going to contact them again. They jump in and you just go, no, I'm pulling out the plug. There's no emotion here. There's no water here for you. That's what I'm seeing. I know this is serious, but I'm seeing these silly things in my mind. So the first card you have for your future is the Seven of Wands. Again, be strong, be firm around this person who wants you to do them a favour. They want you to do things for them. You have some not so great people around you trying to kind of connect with you all the time. It's exhausting. I'm exhausted looking at this whole thing. Keep on fighting against this. Keep on fighting against this. This is someone who thinks they can keep on asking and asking and they're going to just get what they want. And, you know, they're putting on a good show. They look convincing. They sound convincing. But you've heard it all before. You have heard it all before. It's like, you know, when you hear this song and once you liked it, you thought it was a fantastic song, and now you can't bear to hear it. It's overcooked. You've heard it too many times. You're just like, oh, and you cringe when you hear it. That's what they're like. And, you know, you're very, very strong. You're a very strong person. And you're much stronger than you were when you dealt with them last time and you did this favour for them last time. You know, there are 6 of Wands. You know, there are 6 wands. Sorry, this is the 7 of Wands, but this man's fighting 6 wands. He's holding 1 wand and he's fighting 6 of them. So, you know, they're just going to keep coming back and back and back. But the thing is, you're up on a hill like this man, and you can see everything from up on a hill. You know what they're like. You know how they operate. Now, if this situation is all resonating with you, I know I'm seeing them everywhere in this reading. Just watch out for how they're going to behave, because they're going to ramp up their behaviour, I think. I know you're strong, but I think they might even do things like, you know, start crying or telling you some really sad stories. Poor me, this happened. Oh, now my car broke down and now I can't do this. And oh, and now this and now that and now this. I don't think this is really correct. I think they might be either over-exaggerating or whatever. Now, this is what this person's like. Please be careful. Please be careful. I know you're strong, but you also have a big heart, and they know that, and I think they might be playing on that, kind of tugging on your heartstrings. So just be very careful around this. The next card you have for your future is the Six of Pentacles. So yeah, again, same thing. I know this is really specific, so it might not resonate with everyone, probably won't, but I hope, you know, the person who this is happening to is going to listen to this, and I hope it's going to try and strengthen them against this person, because I think they might even want money. That's what I'm seeing in this card. It might be money. They might want some kind of money or some kind of material things. There's something money related around this. This is something that's around money. And they're trying to tell you that they're like the poor people on this card. But I'm not seeing that they are. Or if they do have some problems, they're exaggerating them. They're exaggerating them. And I'm really seeing that if they're telling you, oh, I need this, I need that, if you give them the thing, they're not going to spend it on that. They're going to use it for something else. That's what I'm seeing in this card. Now, yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I can't say anything about that. The message is really clear. I don't need to say any more. The last card you have for your future is the Ace of Wands. So yeah, you have two aces in this reading. So this is a really important reading for you. You had this beautiful clean slate in the Ace of Pentacles, and you know, you're about to fill it with something, and something creative, I think. And I'm seeing this again here, something that's only yours, totally yours, and something that puts a lot of eyes on you as well. I'm seeing that again. So it might even be that, you know, you're starting a channel on here. It might be that. I just thought of that because that's a way of having a lot of eyes on you. So, you know, at this time I'm seeing you really starting to ramp up your work on this. Obviously you're still going to have a lot of distractions around you with these people, but I don't think you're going to let anything stop you. You know, you have a lot of ideas for this as well. You have a lot of really good ideas, really creative ideas. I'm seeing a lot of creativity around this. You know, your well's still full. Your well is still full of ideas. You have people around you who are trying to drain this well. They're trying to drain your energy, and they might even be trying to drain your money. That's what I'm seeing in the Six of Pentacles. But this is your time. I keep on seeing you're in some kind of spotlight. I'm not just saying that. I keep on seeing these eyes on you. So don't let this scare you. Don't let this make you feel self-conscious. But I think these eyes on you, just wait until this, whatever that is, goes past, go away. So yeah, I think all these people looking at you are really going to help you grow, and I think they're going to make your skin thicker as well. They're going to make you more resilient, a lot stronger. This is a really good thing. It's a very good thing. So yeah, I think this, you know, when I'm looking at this, it looks like a match, and it looks like you're about to light this match, and the flame is about to go really strong. So, you know, take your focus off all these people, get rid of all these people, even if it's just for now, and concentrate on this. Concentrate on this great big flame that's about to light up for you. There's a lot of positivity. There's a huge amount of growth here, personal growth, career growth, all different kinds of growth. So concentrate on your growth and ignore the people who are trying to drain you. That's what I'm seeing in this card. And the overall word for this reading is no. So Scorpio, I hope this resonated. As you know, general readings can't resonate with every single person, and this was quite specific anyway. But again, if you like this reading, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment if you'd like to. Thank you so much for watching.